Good morning or afternoon, I should say. I'm going to do an easy chickpea salad. So I'm going to show you down where we're cooking. You want to take one onion, mince that up, put olive oil, healthy extra virgin olive oil probably is your best bet. And then what we're going to do is get some garlic. I'm actually adding one sweet potato to this. Okay, we're actually going to put that in there. It's good for a lot of minerals in there. Okay, once you have your onions, I do a few cloves of garlic, okay, and I'm adding one whole sweet potato that I have diced up. So we're gonna add this all into here now. So again, great colors, antioxidants, and that should not be in there. And we're just gonna pour this all in. You also want to make sure that if you do canned chickpeas, it's fine to do that. You know, you can obviously do your own overnight. That's a different step, but if you are busy and don't have time for that, you want to do it this way. So again, we're going to let the sweet potatoes are going to take a little bit of time. So just till that gets a little bit softened, you know, depending on the consistency you want, okay? I'm going to make this into a salad, so I'm going to add some salt. Again, if you're not eating out, please add more salt. You're probably salt deficient. And then we're going to add pepper, black pepper. Again, you're not really measuring it, you're just eyeballing and tasting. I like this recipe because we're going to add parsley on top. If you're not a fan of parsley, don't do it. It just depends on how you feel. We're also going to add, like I said, the chickpeas in here. And the rest of the salad's going to be cold and easy. It's going to be your roasted red bell peppers that you can do by hand or you can buy in the store. I'm going to show you what brand that I've been buying that's good. And then you can add something sweet on top, though I think for me the sweet potatoes are more than sweet. You can add pecans and raisins or any sort of sweetness you want, dried apricot, any sort of dried fruit that you want on top, and then you're going to pair it, depending on what you want, a balsamic vinaigrette. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I chopped this up nicely. I washed it at least 3 times. Okay, no bugs in it, good. And then I use these red peppers from Bortatelli. Okay, and we're going to put those on there. This is still cooking, stirred a couple of times. Haven't added the chickpeas yet. Want to kind of get the sweet potato a little bit more soft until we do that. You can see I've added the red peppers. It's going to add a lot of sweetness to it. Now that this has browned, you're going to get your can of chickpeas and toss that in there. Okay, so one whole can. Yeah, that's sizzling real nicely. And you're just going to stir them in. That's all your protein. So if you're wondering where you're getting your protein from, that is definitely where you're getting your protein from. You can use 10 parts if you want, which I will show you those. For every 3, there are 10 grams of protein. So if you're stressing out, you need more protein. Besides topping it with nuts too, great option. For the salad dressing, I'm doing something very strange. I'm just making it up. Alright, put a few cloves of garlic at the bottom. I'm taking this whole thing of parsley that I cleaned, shoving it all in there, okay? And then I'm about to put some lime juice in it, just as much as to coat it, really. So at least maybe 1-2 limes probably, I don't know, just your preference. So then I'm also going to add flax seeds. Flax seeds, you could add a bunch of things. You could add chia seeds, flax seeds, some that, okay? And you got to add some sort of oil, so you can do avocado oil that's really healthy when it's cold, or you can, and it's sticking to my hands over here. Flaxseed naturally has a lot of good oils in it, so don't overdo it. Okay, just a little bit of that. I'm going to take my olive oil over here. I'm going to add it into here. Again, I'm not really measuring anything, just kind of eyeballing it, so it kind of looks something like this right now. Okay, we're gonna blend that up in a second. I'll get back to you. Probably the weirdest dressing I've ever made. So it's parsley, flax seeds, garlic. I put green onions and now baby carrots. Oh, and olive oil. We're going to do salt and pepper. We're going to see how it tastes. I need to probably add something creamy. Something creamy, so I'm going to add a little bit of tahini, actually, and a little bit of water to thicken it down. Okay, people, I was doing some magic in the kitchen. This is the creamy sauce, okay? It's kind of thick. Everything that's in here, let me go back. So I added olive oil, salt and pepper. I added a whole big thing of parsley with the stems, a bunch of garlic, green onions. I added some baby carrots. I added tahini, 2 tablespoons of that, a bit of water, added more lime, some salt. You can add pepper to it. So it kind of has like a fiesta sort of taste to it. Additionally, you could make this a lot easier with something creamy. You could add a whole avocado in here as well and get it creamy like that. So this gives it kind of like a tangy sort of dressing. Now, this Mediterranean recipe technically calls for balsamic. So you can easily do balsamic, and then again, you can top with pecans, nuts. Golden raisins is what is recommended in this dish, along with some fresh basil and goat cheese, actually. So basil and goat cheese, if you want to do that. You don't have to. I'm making the recipe a little bit different today. But the Mediterranean salad recipe, I'm just going to read this off. 1 can of garbanzo and chickpeas, the 1½ teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1 clove of garlic, and then for the actual salad, the romaine lettuce, the roasted red pepper, the 1/2 a cup of golden raisins, the 1/3 a cup of balsamic vinaigrette, 1/4 a cup of fresh basil, and 3 ounces of goat cheese to top, and that's pretty much it. All your protein, everything. Like I said, you can add hemp hearts, chia seeds, different things to make it spicier. And that is pretty much it, people. I'm going to add this now into there. Oh, that's so nice and hot. And it's great. Anything you have in season, whether you want to use sweet potato or acorn squash, it really doesn't matter. Just dice it up pretty thin so it does cook evenly. And the onions are very caramelized. That's what you want. Then you're going to mix that all in there, like so. Okay, with your salad. And then your dressing. You're going to top that on. And so I'm just going to, I don't like to put the dressing over everything. So here we go. Grab yourself some tongs and just scoop yourself out a little bit right there. And again, you can do this with balsamic. It doesn't have to be. Make sure you're getting protein. There you go. And then this is packed with so many nutrients. Like I said, you got parsley, you got all your aminos. Just give yourself a healthy dose of that. It's pretty thick. And there you go. There is your salad. Easy, done. You can do several variations of this. I just want to say I'm usually vegan, but I'm going to tell you, you don't have to always go fully vegan if you don't want to. This plain goat cheese really makes it where I don't need any fruit in there at all. Again, you can add raisins, but it is so freaking good. Try it.